Okay, so now I'm going to attach the pants to the ring on the upper portion. I already did the top of it. You can see there. Now with my original, I used a purse handle as my ring. You can buy the purse handles and make your own purses. But I thought it was way too big and clunky, so I got these little kids' bracelets from like a dollar store. There's two. I super glued them together because they looked a little flimsy. I was afraid they might break. But of course, these rings are smaller than my original. This is the purse handle. Well, the first one I made, giant compared to the new one. And if you remember your geometry class, when you reduce the size of the diameter of a circle, you reduce the outside distance, the circumference, by pi. The formula is pi times diameter. So if the diameter of this ring is, let's say, 1 inch smaller than this one, the outside is now 3 1/8 inch. Actually 3.14159, etc., etc. So when I was cutting out the curved portion of my pants, I had to reduce the distance around the curve, not by the 3.1 inches, but by about twice that, because it's gathered, and when you gather, the amount of fabric you use can be up to twice the amount that fits in the space. So if this is like 3 inches, you could have 6 inches of fabric scrunched in there. I don't think I took off quite so much, but I know this curve up here, was longer, and it fits on less than half of the ring if I really scrunch it up, so I'm not concerned about it fitting. If I have to adjust things, I'm going to need to take the elastic partially out, and that'll be a big mess. But anyway, I'm going to line these up to make sure I have the right sides together. This is the side seam, this is the side seam. All right, I have my needle and thread ready to go. Now all I'm going to do this by hand, by the way, because there's just no way to fit a machine in here. I'm going to go around this way, make sure I'm on the right side of it. I'm going to start here. I'm going to do my seam allowance. And now the trick here is to get it right up against the rings. I'm going to go around once over the edge here to make sure it's secure. Make sure I have enough string or thread. And I'm just going to work about 1 inch at a time. I'm going to make sure that my seam allowance stays even. Make sure the fabric stays pressed up against that ring. And I'm just going to do some straight stitches in and out as close to the ring as I can. First, I'm going to get through the elastic. I'll put a few in the elastic to keep that secure. Don't want that snapping on me. It doesn't like to go through. Okay, now we're starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel. Right to the very end. Make sure it lines up quite evenly. Throw a few extra stitches into the elastic, anchor it in, nice and tight. Here's a better shot of the ring. I think it's better small. What do you think? Tell me in the comments if you like it small or chunky. I like it small. Don't quote me on that, please. Please don't quote me on that.